How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. But so first, I wanna understand why you asking to prove to me God exists is illogical. Because you said it's not
Uh,
logical. How's that the case? It's not logical to ask someone to justify the proposition God exists. Doesn't make any sense.
yes, I get what you're saying, but like it's
It's
you
not
asked me that
illogical.
question first, you know? Yes, but it's also illogical to ask, give me the proof, you know?
That's not
When you
illogical.
ask, yes, but why
Do you know
isn't
what
also,
illogical means?
yes, I know what it means.
Okay, what does illogical mean?
Illogical, like my English isn't my first language, so like illogical, can I give an example?
No.
No, you're making it hard. Like illogical,
You don't
like
know
it
what it
doesn't
means?
make, yes, I know what it means, but not explaining. Like it doesn't make any sense.
No, that's not what illogical means.
Yes, bro, but
No,
I can't
illogical
give you like the
means
clear meaning of it, but I know
it
what
just
it means, you
means it
know?
just means it entails a contradiction.
Yes,
Yeah, but
contradiction,
there
yes.
there is no contradiction in asking to justify the proposition God exists. There's no contradiction. You
Yes,
know,
but like I
that's
said,
not
yes,
that's not even a proposition. That's a question or a command rather. To me telling you to justify the proposition God exists. What a contradiction is.
what's proposition? Proposition?
You don't know what a
What you mean
proposition
by that?
is?
Like, how do you spell it?
Proposition.
Proposition, yes.
Mm-hmm. If the language barrier is a problem,
No, no, it's not a problem. You know, it's only like the difficult words. So,
okay. Um, yeah. So there, it is not illogical. There's no contradiction. There's not even
all right,
a proposition there. So that's just a category error to qualify a command as like a proposition in conjunction with its negation. It doesn't even make any sense. Okay, so you said obviously you believe in a God. Do you have like an argument for the existence of God?
yes.
Okay.
Like the famous argument is that nothing can't come from something. Something can't come from nothing. So, like, there must be something that created everything. You know,
What's the argument
just
there? There's no argument there.
like there's no argument there. That's the argument, bro.
An argument, to be clear, an argument is a set of premises and a conclusion, right? Like an example is like Socrates is man, premise one. Premise two is all men are mortal. Conclusion, therefore Socrates is mortal. That's an argument. Or like if it rains, then the floor is wet is P1. P2 is it rains. Conclusion, the floor is wet. That's an argument. What you gave me isn't a set of premises. It's just like
All right, if you can start like by saying why don't you believe in God existed, then I
that
can
doesn't
do
even
say
matter
it
to your
easier.
argument. That doesn't even matter
No,
to
but
your argument.
I can say it easily, yes, because I have
No,
example of how why don't you believe, you know, and then I can say why I
I just
believe.
want to no. I just want the argument. You said you were already saying that you had an argument, so you can just like begin by producing the argument. Now, if you just
Yes,
briefly, well, you want me to briefly explain why I'm an atheist? Well, first, I have low prior probability in consideration with like things I would like associate or what things I associate would feature in the proposition God exists being true, right? So there's things I would expect that do not obtain, right? It's just like the conditionalization of evidence where if some article of evidence does not exist, then the hypothesis would be unexpected to not obtain. So I have a
yes,
look at those, right, and low prior probability. I have like low prior probability and motivation, when we do Bayesian analysis, because when I consider my web of experience, there's like things like when we use gods to explain natural phenomena, there's like a large amount, like an array of which I would just induce to being, in time falsified by natural explanation. Okay. And a number of stuff like I have low priors and sound arguments for God, et cetera, et cetera. So those are all going to be my probabilistic reasons or credence towards God not existing. But also, atheism is intrinsically more probable. It's actually just inherently more probable. I mean, plausible, right? And that's just because it's logically possible that we equalize the explanatory power on something like naturalism. Let's just say an atheist is committed to naturalism versus a theist who's a supernaturalist. And given the fact that an atheist is, a naturalist, it's logically possible we can equally explain any fact naturalistically. So when we have equalized explanatory power, then it just necessarily atheism is just ontologically simpler. So it has it has a deflated ontological schema. So it's just
yes,
ontologically parsimonious. So those are two reasons. The first one is atheism is necessarily just more probable inherently. It's just an inherent feature because it has less commitments. Okay. And the other one is just the fact that I have low priors when we consider things that would feature in evidence towards the proposition God exists, that motivate me that God doesn't exist and stuff like that. Now, just give me the argument for the existence of God.
yes. But, like what you just all said, you know, I respect your what you believe in, your theology, and like I can say you know like what you know exactly like what it is like. You say it's the highest probability of the truth, the atheistic theology, right?
Yeah, I used
Like
to
it
be a
sounds
Christian for 17 years of my life.
like did you believe in one God or did you believe in Trinity?
Probably Trinity, to be honest. I was a Trinitarian.
Yes, yes, nice.
But yeah, I left after reading philosophy for about a year, or less than a year. I became an atheist because I thought the belief in God was horrendously stupid. So,
like Christianity is stupid, you know, the Trinitarian at
no,
least.
just theism generally, like all Abrahamic religions, like Islam, Judaism, Mormonism, Christianity.
But let's say, bro, let's say after that you come to the truth that God does exist.
Okay.
What you gonna say? Like, let's say you were wrong all the time.
Okay, so now
Then what?
what's the argument for the existence of God?
Like it's. Do you agree that something can't come from nothing? Do you agree with that?
No, you have.
Because the Earth wasn't always here.
Just tell me each premise of the argument.
Yes, that like nothing, something can't come from nothing. You know.
Premise 1 is something can't come from nothing.
Yes.
Premise 2.
That like there must be a creator, otherwise we don't have any purpose in life. That's what atheists believe. We make our own rules and morals, you know. But I believe everything comes from God. He created us to test us, you know, whether to be bad or good. Because if atheist isn't true,
okay,
like
that's fine. You don't need to ramble. What's premise 3? Or is it just conclusion God exists?
like I say, if I look around me, like I don't think it's all came up by itself, you know, the trees, how we eat the plants.
Question. Let's just be linear and concise. So the first premise of the argument you gave me was something can't come from nothing. Premise 2 was we must have a creator or life is purposeless. And then
Yes.
Is it the conclusion God exists now, or is there another premise?
Like let's say God, he wouldn't give us direct information, you know. But it's like you need to search for God. If you get what I'm saying.
I asked if you had another premise.
Yeah, like yes, no, but yes, I'm like not giving the promise anymore. But it's like more now. Some people they don't wanna like search for God. You know, they can keep being.
Fine, that doesn't answer my question, right? So let's just.
What was your question?
Yeah, is there another premise, or is it just the conclusion now?
For me, conclusion, you know.
Okay. Yeah, the argument's invalid.
According to you, yes, but
no, the argument. No, the argument is invalid. It's not. I don't know what you mean according to me. Do you know what invalid means?
Like not correct.
No.
It doesn't count.
I don't even know what that means. It doesn't count. No, when an argument's invalid, that means okay, basically it just means if we negate the conclusion of the argument, we can remain consistent with the premises, where the premises don't logically entail the conclusion. So the conclusion isn't actually truth preserved. It could be true that something can't come from nothing, and it could be true without God, without a creator, life is purposeless, and there could still be no God. There's no contradiction. So the argument you gave is just not valid.
No, but yes, but let's say
it doesn't actually justify the claim God exists.
Justify, but the thing is, when you search for the truth, like God will give you its signs, you know.
No one cares
like,
about that.
You say no, but the thing is, you said all Abrahamic religions are I don't know what you said. Stupid, yes, but like you didn't do much research about it. I agree with you.
I agree with you. Much research on it.
Yes, I agree with you. The Christianity and the truth. I'm 100% aware of that. Of the corruption in the Bible.
Let's not derail. So just to be clear, the argument you gave wasn't valid. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what you're talking about. What you're saying isn't responding to the fact the argument's invalid.
For me, it's valid. You know.
What does that mean? The argument isn't valid.
For me,
no, the argument is just not valid. Even other theists, it doesn't matter who. It's not a matter of like what I believe. Validity isn't like I think it's true. Validity doesn't do anything with truth. It talks about the structure of the inference, and the inference is not valid. I already explained how what it means for an inference to be valid is when the conclusion of the inference is negated. So it's not. So we say God doesn't exist, and we remain consistent with the premises. So it's true God cannot exist, and something can't come from nothing. That's true. Those can both be true at the same time. It also can be true at the same time. There is no God, and without a creator, life is purposeless. So those can both be true at the same time. So all three of those can be true at the same time. Okay, so the two premises don't entail the conclusion.
Yes, but do you know God by definition? Because let's say that something can come from nothing. But if something must create us, that's by definition God. Nothing else could create. Only that's God's attribute, if you get me. Because we can't come from nothing. You agreed with that, you know? There's no other thing.
Agreed with anything.
No, but can something come from nothing? Yes or no?
Yeah.
There must be a designer for every
I think
design.
you even believe that.
Yes, no, there must be a designer for
I'm
every
saying,
design.
no, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying, yes, I believe something can come from nothing. And I think you believe that too.
Oh, no, bro. Let's say,
Wait, do you think
yes,
do you think God came from something?
that's the thing. He's the only one.
Okay, so it is true that you believe that something can come from nothing.
But we are talking now about
No,
the
but
universe.
that already eliminates the fact it's already false. When you say
No, but we are
nothing,
talking about.
no, but is God a thing? Is God a thing? Yes, he is a thing.
No. You can't call this thing, bro. He's the creator of the whole universe.
Yeah, but
he was already there. He was the first, and he's the last.
Is God nothing or a thing?
He was the first. Yes, that's his attribute.
Is God
He was
something or nothing?
No, you don't get it. He's the first. So
that's not answering my question.
Nothing created him. He was the first, and then he started to create.
Just engage.
What was your question?
Yeah,
yes. Does the sun have legs?
No.
Does the sun have legs?
No.
Yes. Some questions you don't have answer for.
That's not.
No, that's something
what
like
was my
question.
But, what question did I ask?
Is God it? Is God something?
Yeah. Is he something or nothing?
God has attributes. You just can't.
God is something. Yeah. He has an identity.
Nothing
has no identity. You identify the creator, right? Wait, you identify the creator, right? There has to be something that can have identity. Okay, God is something, right? Namely the creator. He is.
Yes.
He's someone, in fact. Okay, so then you do believe, since God is something, that there is something that comes from nothing.
No, because God, he doesn't come from something. He
does come from something.
He was the first. No, he was the first, bro. That's his attribute. That's the thing.
What do you not understand? Okay, let's.
Can I please speak? Actually,
is God something? Wait, is God something?
Bro, yes.
Okay.
Yes, he's something.
Did God come from nothing?
No, that's the thing. That's his attribute. He's the first. Nothing created him.
That doesn't matter if that's his attribute or not. You're just not. That doesn't matter. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, you agree God is something, and you agree
but
God
before
came
him,
from nothing.
There was nothing. No, because he was already there, bro. Don't you get it?
That's not what I'm asking. That's not what I'm asking.
No, because it contradicts. It contradicts with each other. If I say,
you think what contradicts?
You say I must believe that something can come from nothing, but that contradicts. No, because God is the first. There was nothing before.
Whether or not he's the first isn't what's in. Look, no one's disputing if he's the first, and whether or not it's only the case that the first can be something that comes from nothing. No one's talking about that. The point is that you are committed to the view that something does come from nothing, whether it's the first thing ever. That doesn't matter. Okay, it could be the first thing. That doesn't matter.
Bro, I'm sorry,
something?
But you're right.
Yeah, God is something, and God came from nothing. Okay, so the first premise is false. When you say something can't come from nothing, that means there is no thing that can come from nothing. But God is a thing.
Yes, I mean, it's the only thing that comes from nothing.
Exactly. So it's false. So maybe instead you want to say God is the only thing can come from nothing.
Yes, so he created us. So that's the thing.
It's not true. Something can't come from nothing. But what is true under your view is only God can come from nothing.
No, but the thing is, we have a beginning. God doesn't have a beginning. Yes, God doesn't have a beginning.
Okay, so it is. So I was right. I don't know why you said no.
No, it's just the language. No, I was thinking like I came from the Netherlands, and just the sentence. If I like translate it literally, then it is something else, and then it means something else. The sentence. So I was a bit confused.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So do you have an argument for why the universe can't come from nothing?
Like Big Bang. That's what people think. But
no, that's not what the Big Bang is.
But not only the Earth, the whole universe.
That's wrong. I'm just saying. The Big Bang doesn't talk about the universe coming from nothing. That's just
yes, that's right. But no, people say the explosion. That's why it came out of nothing. They say
no, that's not true either. I'm saying that's a confusion about basic science. That's not what the Big Bang states. The Big Bang isn't an explosion first; it's an expansion. And second, it's not from nothing. Before the Big Bang, the universe still existed.
Yes, right. But yes.
Yeah, it doesn't talk. The Big Bang isn't a view about how the universe came into existence. It doesn't even talk about the existence of the universe. It talks about how the universe expanded. The Big Bang is just a theory about cosmic inflation and how the universe entered an inflative state in which there's an instance in time or a parameter in time called the inflationary instance in which the universe was expanding at the fastest rate, and that's how it became the observable universe, where it still expands till today. It's not even before the Big Bang. Scientists say the universe existed. The Big Bang doesn't talk about the universe coming into existence.
Right, but I say, God created everything, That's what I say.
I know, but I'm saying, do you have an argument that establishes the universe can't come from nothing?
Yeah, that for every designer, there must be a design, just like that.
What do you mean by designer?
For every creation, there's only one creator.
That's begging the question, because I don't believe there's creation. Because I don't believe there's a creator. Yeah, so if what you mean by design is creation. That every creation has a creator.
Let's say yes.
I don't believe there's
Let's
creation.
let's yes.
So look, it could be
No,
true.
no,
Every creation has a creator, and the universe is not a creation. Therefore, it has no creator. So what establishes that the universe is created is what I'm asking.
yes. Let's say you're in a room, right? And then there is like a TV, you know, TV, and someone claims no one made this TV. It was already here, like it was already here on its way.
It's not
Would
possible.
you?
It's just you have psychological, like, again, that's just, you have low prior probability in that. It doesn't establish. Look, it's possible that, a computer formed just like how planets formed from the Big Bang, and that it just perfectly was placed on the planet. There's no contradiction. That, just the right amount of silicon molecules formed a perfect PC, and it was not like a god or a creator. It just was natural dispositions of the inflation of the universe. That's possible. But the reason why when we see a computer and we associate it with a creator is because every instance of which we experienced a computer, first we have relevant historical information that such model was developed by a designer. And secondly, that every computer in our experience has a creator as well. But it's perfectly possible that there's just, a number of computers that are, constantly being created without a creator, just naturally formed like planets, stars, meteors, and they just appear on the planet, right? If we were a caveman and computers just start flying from the ground, we wouldn't have that same view that this must be the design, there's a creator behind everything. And that's the thing for planets.
Yes.
We don't observe a creator for a planet. So there's not going to be a motivation to suspect every planet I observed. We can like induct that since every planet I know has a creator, that it's likely that all planets have a creator, because we don't know if any planet has a creator. And just because certain man-made manufactured things we do know were created doesn't follow that everything is created. In fact, there is stuff in real life that is just entirely not created, like just gunk,
Like how?
just stuff that just So like presumably black holes.
No, this. Yes, I get
They're
what you're
just
saying.
the implosion, like the collision of neutron stars that just tear space and destroy stuff.
Yes, but if God
Do you
exists,
think God designed them?
who created?
That he designed black holes? No, they happen naturally from his creation. So there is
No, but yes, but who started everything? God, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's still false that everything's designed by God, because God doesn't create black holes, because black holes are tears in the universe. God isn't destroying his own design. He's not creating holes.
No, that's not true. No, that's not true. It's like the affliction of maybe too much temperature on the earth. That's like causing damage. That's like the human did it. The black holes, I don't know what caused it.
It's caused by a collision of neutron stars.
What happens then?
Explosion of a star.
Philosopher that's like not studying, but doing research about everything around you, like the big things in the universe. Yes or no?
Sorry, what?
You said you're a philosopher, right?
Yeah, I study philosophy.
And what's it again? Like studying like the universe and observing significant things,
Yeah.
Or is it something else?
I don't think there's like a good way to capture philosophy articulately. I would just say it's the understanding of things that feature in our experience, something vague like that. Maybe not even that. I don't really have a clear definition of philosophy.
Yes. But like it's like also like the sun and the moon. I know it's a lot of things.
The sun and the moon is physics, not philosophy.
No, but like if you study it, then it's also philosophy. Like how? Wait one second.
Bless you.
Thank you. Like if the sun was a couple of meters closer, the humans wouldn't exist. Do you agree with that?
That what wouldn't exist?
With the humanity, all living things would be dead because of the burning. It would be too hot. If the sun was only a couple meters closer, or if the sun was that's what I heard from a philosopher. If the sun was a couple of meters away from the earth, we would freeze.
Yeah, but I'm not convinced of that. Though.
Yeah. Yes. Do you know how cold it is in the universe? Like not on Earth, but like the universe above. It's like freezing minus 200, I think, 230. How come? Like every planet is just like something cold like that.
That wouldn't convince me that God exists just because of that natural fact.
No, natural fact, but yes, it's true. Natural fact, but the thing is, God created everything for us to live here.
Yeah, but I'm not,
just look how.
But look, you understand God can create like infinite worlds. He could create any world he wants. He's omnipotent. He's all powerful.
No, but
right?
Yes, but the thing is,
he could have made
purpose.
He could have made a planet. Yeah, I know, but the thing is, we're not going to expect God to create any planet, because there's nothing that informs us of why God made this particular design of a planet. right? He could have made
that's the thing. That's the thing. You should do research about it, bro. That's the thing.
No, I'm saying
if you don't,
I'm saying that's not epistemically accessible to us. That's just underdetermined.
I get what you're saying, but
indeterminate.
do you know the story about like Adam? He ate from the apple.
Wait, but look, so you understand that God could have made a world. It's possible God made a world in which we lived underwater, right?
Yes, true.
And you don't know why God made why He decided to not make that world.
No, but we are not the same like animals, if you get me.
No, but if you don't know what you don't know what informs you as to what background information motivates God to make a particular type of world, then it's not going to.
That's the thing.
It's not going to be more likely than the natural world.
Yes, but we got a purpose. You know, if, like from your perspective, if God would exist, it's for a purpose. Yes or no?
No, but look, you understand. No, the issue is just that it's more likely that it's just not made by God. Right? Because look, under science, there's like tentative theoretical motivation and explanation that corroborates with like it corroborates with a consilience of different frameworks and systems. Right? There's different aspects of sciences that all integrate to one uniformly and have these really strong explanations of how the planets formed naturally without a God. But
I get what you're saying, because
we have a great amount of evidence that this happens naturally. Okay, now let's look at the evidence.
But the thing is, I get what you're saying.
Let's look at the evidence for God. So, but there is no evidence, because what evidence is that just that which is predicted, that under a hypothesis, which just motivates the truth of the hypothesis or raises the probability of it. But again, when we just like invert this, where there's an article of evidence that is unexpected if the hypothesis was false, but in a world in which we're underwater, naturally we wouldn't expect that. Given our knowledge, we would predict.
No, because we're not above the water. That's why.
Scientifically, we would predict this world would obtain. Now, when we consider the God hypothesis, we wouldn't expect this world to be made. There's nothing that informs us of this world being made by God. God could have made any world, and we don't know why God made this world. So it's not more likely God made this world than the natural world, because there is evidence going for why the universe was, like whatever, just formed in whatever way it was, than why a God would form it this way.
Would you say everything has natural causes without God? Like it came out of itself, you said.
What came out of itself?
Like the earth, because of natural causes. Natural causes.
It came out of itself. I don't even know what that means.
Natural causes. That's why the earth came. That's what you said.
I said it naturally formed.
Yes, but the thing is, God is. If God would exist from your perspective, is He all powerful? Yes or no? The one who created everything. Would He be all powerful with all those energy in the universe? Yes or no? God.
I don't know. If you're just stipulating He is, sure. I wouldn't. If I believed in God, I wouldn't think He's all powerful.
No, but yes, okay. I say God's all powerful. Yes. I'm gonna say that God's all powerful. So when He creates something, He say be. He only says be, and it is. Only He.
Yeah, but why did God choose be?
Like for His, like He wants something, it goes instantly. Everything He created, listen to Him. The earth is his. He's the owner of the earth. If He says, "Oh, the earth fell down now in the universe, go down," the earth would listen instantly.
Okay.
Like everything is in God's hand. That's what my belief is.
All I'm saying is, do you know why? So let's say God has, let's say the alphabet, right? And A, B, C, each letter in the alphabet is just a variable for a conceptual model of a universe, right?
What again? The alphabet?
Yeah. So let's say letter in the alphabet just represents a conceptual model of a universe, right? A type of imaginary universe God could have made, right? Like He could have selected.
I don't get it. I'm sorry, bro.
Okay, so God could have made a world in which we lived underwater, right?
Yes, then we would be like fish, but we could still live. Yes,
yeah.
And
He could have made
houses there
where there's no water.
Where we would have company there. We would have work under the water. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so He could have made a world where we lived underwater. He could have made a world where there's no water. He could have made a world where there's no trees, etc. And let's say, world 1, the underwater world, right? Let's just say A is the underwater world. B is like the world without water. C is the world without trees.
But that's all what we miss. All we miss.
Sorry?
All what we miss.
I don't.
Would be
I'm not picking up on what you're saying.
Oh no, I get what you're saying. I'm sorry, I was confused, but I get what you're saying. Yes, just only the world, only with water.
Yeah, we just named the different worlds He could have made with alphabet letters.
No, but the thing is, we need water. We need trees to have CO2.
No, but He could have made a world where we don't need water. He could have just never needing to eat or drink. He could have made that.
No, but yes, but the thing is, God is all-knowing,
I
and
know.
He made everything
I
already
know, that's fine.
perfect.
I'm
So
just saying he could have made like different worlds, right? Now when we
yes, but yes,
now
yes,
let's just name the world he did make, right? Or the world you think he made, the actual world. Let's just name this world World C, right?
yes.
Now, do you know why God chose to make World C instead of World A?
The thing is, He does
Yeah, the
everything
answer is
for
no.
purpose. So
I understand.
no,
I
yes,
understand that.
you don't need to know everything, bro. You
No,
don't
no,
need to
I
know everything.
understand
That God,
God knows why. I'm asking if you know why. That's not what I'm asking. I'm not asking if God knows. I'm saying, do you know
no, it's
why God made World C instead of World B?
no, but He didn't do it.
Okay, but
So I'm
now
not.
let's consider the sciences. Now, in the sciences, we would know why the World B did form.
Yes,
Or sorry, World
yes,
C, whatever, right? So scientifically, we would know. So that's that's already a better explanation because we actually know how it would be formed naturalistically. So so we wouldn't believe in God because nothing about God would actually allow us to predict He would make this world. It's not expected God makes this world. We don't know what would motivate us to suspect He makes this world. Now, if in the world in which
yes,
the universe formed naturally, we would expect this world. So it's now just more
yes,
likely it's not a God because we would expect it to be this way if there was no God. And if there was a God, God could have still made other worlds, and we don't know why He chose this world. So it wouldn't be expected God makes this world. We don't know what makes it more expected. We don't know why He
yes,
chose
but
this world over the. Okay, so it is just more likely that it's just not made by God. It's more informative.
yes, I get what you're saying, but like, let's say the belief in God, is like there was a study done in Oxford, and like they go to atheist countries, yes, like China, like the biggest percentage of countries that don't believe in God, and they did studies on the children there, and they all children believed in one God. It's an innate belief that people believe in a higher
Wait,
power that
that doesn't
created
follow
everything
it's
since
innate.
young.
But that doesn't follow it's innate.
How you mean innate?
Yeah, you said it's innate. It doesn't just because they did like an empirical, maybe like some survey or polling data where they just like surveyed a population of people in some sample size, and each of the young in the population said they believe that a God exists, and the adults were like atheists. It doesn't follow the belief is innate.
What means innate? I'm sorry about it.
Wait, you use
Like,
the word innate. You don't know what innate means?
no, I didn't use it.
Oh, then
Maybe you heard it wrong.
okay. So what did?
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah. So what did you say?
I said about, like, I don't know exactly what I said, but I about the studies done in atheist countries that young children believe in God, like
Okay.
all children. They believe in a higher power.
Okay. Well, I don't know why that. Okay. Well, first, I'll just be curious in seeing the survey.
Like,
Do you have this? Can you show me the survey, like the link?
oh yes, yes,
But
I
I
will
don't know
send it now.
what that matters. Okay.
Like, it's like net. Like my statement was then, it's natural to believe in a higher power that created everything.
I don't know what that means. It's natural to believe. What do you?
Natural.
Yeah. What do you meaning?
It's natural to believe in God.
Like it's
Like,
just normal. It's
I'm
like
not,
common. Okay.
no,
Well,
yes,
I take it is
like
common. I take the
no,
overall
no.
population believing in God.
Bro. Do you know which religion I follow?
Uh, you're Islamic, I presume.
Yes, and in the book it says that every children is born into that, like in a natural belief that God exists.
Um.
And then after, maybe when they grow up, the parents decide to give them other religion, to maybe worship trees. That's the thing. When you grow older, your parents then give you then something else to worship.
I'm
But
not.
it's like
I'm
all
not.
babies.
I'm not really sure what the point in like this is. Huh?
What?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the point of this is.
Like, just to say that it's natural to believe in God.
Okay. Yeah, it might be a popular belief, but I don't know why that matters. It doesn't make it true.
But bro, are you sure about 100,000% sure that there is no creator?
Um, I don't have. I have my beliefs in like credences that don't go to that. I don't really know what you're asking.
Like, are you sure that there is no God? Are you 1,000% sure about it?
No.
But let's say, think about this way. Let's say God, He created everything. then
What does that?
his
Wait, what does
own,
that matter if I'm 1,000% sure or 100% sure? What does that matter? Because
like,
a lot of my
let's
beliefs,
just do research.
all our beliefs aren't based on 100% certainty.
No, bro, that's the thing. You didn't do research then, bro.
Wait,
Because
no, look,
if
when you eat chicken, right? Let's say you're eating a chicken wing. You're not 100% sure you won't choke and die, but you still eat the chicken. If you, like, you can just say,
but
why are you eating the
compare
chicken?
that.
If you don't know what percent of, like, you don't know the percentage of belief in which you would die or not, or, like, choke to death. Okay?
No, but yes, I know
just
what you,
wouldn't
but
expect it.
you can't compare that.
How come? I don't have to be 100% sure that a God doesn't exist. I just have overwhelming reasons
No,
and justification.
but you're calling yourself atheist. Yes, but you're calling yourself atheist. So you believe that's the truth. Most of you say that's more logical.
But atheism isn't a
According to you.
proposition. Atheism is just like a position that like articulates a belief state. It's just a dogmastic view. All atheism means is that I believe a God doesn't exist. It never says I have like certainty.
No, but there's something more behind. There's something more behind.
Atheism just means I don't believe God exists. Now, the degree of my belief doesn't have to be 100%. As long as I believe that God doesn't exist, I don't have to be 100% sure in my belief. I just have to have a strong belief, and I have justification for my belief and good reasons to believe it epistemically. Also, a problem with the survey too is just that it doesn't actually. It just describes the survey, but it doesn't actually give you sources to the empirical study. It doesn't say who did the study.
No, it's really done. The study is really done. I've heard several people talk about it on YouTube. You know.
But that doesn't matter. If the point is, I'm saying the article you sent me, or at least I don't see. I'm not sure. Is it Justin Barrett? I'm not sure who's the actual researcher.
Justin Barrett?
Yeah.
Who is that? Like you mean the YouTuber?
No. I'm talking about who's the doctor or the researcher who like endeavored on the research project.
Oxford University State.
No, yeah, I know it's done. Okay, well I understand that it's under like the university's name. I'm asking who was the person or the people who actually did it. It doesn't show. It doesn't even show you the stats. It just describes that most people. Like this.
No, it's only an article. You know.
I know, but
no, it's only an article. If you search up the Oxford study, got children just like that, you will.
Yeah, can you get me?
Can maybe see. I'm gonna look now.
But look, you can get that later. I don't really care that much about it. We can just yeah, you could do that at the end. You can still send it just right now, so we don't have to wait until we don't need to wait for time. That's not that important at the moment. But
I don't know if this woman did it, but it states here Joanna Gloska, something like that.
Okay, but yeah, whether or not like it's a popular belief, she's natural in a pretty ambiguous way. But independent of that, that's all fine. I just don't know what that matters. Okay, it could be true. It's like a natural or popular or whatever you want to say belief, but of course that doesn't like justify that God exists. But if you want, look, I don't know if this is gonna go like much further. If you want, I can give you reading material. That's fine. On like philosophy.
About what? About
like
sure.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be a lot.
But it won't change my view. It won't change my view.
Well, it'd inform you. So either your view would be revised and you would know how to justify it now, or you'll discover that it's can't be justified, or it's whatever your belief. I'm not saying it's going to change your belief. I'm just saying so you're like more equipped to have these conversations and know how to like defend your view. Maybe reading into philosophy, your view might change, but that's not why I'm telling you to change your view. I don't even care if you always have your view. I just want people to be more informed in what they're talking about, whether you believe in God or not.
Yes, but bro, I wanted to say, just think about this. Let's say God is real, and He created them everything. Also, He created you, our forefathers. But then, like atheists, they deny the existence of God. someone who created us, and we denying the all-powerful, almighty existence, you know, and like ignoring him, then living our life, you know. He still blesses us. Like, I believe everything comes from God. He still blesses us with food. We are healthy in our body. We have our family, you know. Then isn't it justice that we get punished for it? Or do you think that's unjustly?
Look, if a God did create the universe, I wouldn't even have reason to believe like he still exists. Right? It's possible that the God doesn't persist after creation of the universe. So I definitely wouldn't expect that out of any God, it's any of the Abrahamic gods. Right? There could be there could be an atheist God that he only bless. Like
How come atheist God?
Yeah, like a God who only
Like,
puts atheists in heaven.
we shouldn't thank him. We shouldn't thank him. We shouldn't be justice. We should, you know, just atheist God, and we can do all evil on this world.
I never said anything
Like,
about doing evil. That's not atheism.
no, not evil, but the
That's
things no, but yes, yes.
I'm talking about
No, yes,
just being
no,
a
bro,
God that only puts atheists in heaven.
Yes, and he does nothing to punish people when they're doing evil. You know, there's no
that's
justice
not
in the hereafter. Like
No,
Hitler, he
I'm just
killed
saying there could be a
millions
God who
of
does
people.
everything he's doing, like right now, and only put atheists in heaven when they die.
Only atheists in heaven?
Yeah, that's possible.
No, but that's not logical, bro. That's definitely
how's it not
not
logical?
Well, according to you, anything can be logical. Anything.
Sorry.
So atheist God doesn't
I
believe
never
in the
said
existence
everything
of
could
God.
be logical to me. I don't. What are you talking about?
No, but you said atheistic God can put atheist in heaven.
Yeah, there could be a God who only puts atheists in heaven because they're the most rational people. Maybe there is
The most what? The most what people?
Rational people. Maybe there is no justification for God's existence, right?
No, but
God knows this. Maybe
why
he knows you
rational?
can't believe in
Why
it.
rational? There's also religious people who are there are also religious people who are philosophers. You know.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
But the thing is, the only thing is the atheists
I'm
deny
saying
the
there's an
existence
atheist
of God.
God. I'm just saying it's stipulated.
Okay,
There's an
what's an
atheist God
atheist
who
God?
views
What's an
atheists as most rational.
How come?
That
Because the
I
definition
don't
of
know.
atheism is denying the existence of God. That's
Okay,
the thing.
what does that matter?
Yes, that's
What
the
are you
thing.
saying
So,
right now?
so
What I'm saying
atheist.
is,
No.
imagine that there's an atheistic God, a God who only puts those who don't believe in him in heaven. That's all I'm saying.
That's not logical, bro. Sorry to say, but it's like it sounds very stupid.
Okay, but whether or not it sounds stupid doesn't make it not logical. Because logical doesn't mean nonsense, like you said. Because earlier you said it's nonsense. It's not nonsense. First, it's not nonsense. It's also not illogical. It's just you just don't believe in it, and you think it's not like a persuasive belief. You might think that's like dumb to believe or whatever, but that doesn't make it illogical. It's just not a very good belief to believe in. I don't think the belief in God is always illogical either. I still think it's a bad belief.
No. But the atheistic, you said atheist God. If there was, according to atheist God, he's then in injustice. He's punishing the people who believe in him, and then giving a reward to the ones who disbelieve in him.
I don't know, because that's only to say that worshiping. First, they don't know his existence, so they're not worshiping him. They're worshiping different conceptions of a God that isn't him.
That's associating partners with God, worshiping anything besides God.
That doesn't matter. It's not him.
No, that's it.
Just because there's some attributes that relate to him doesn't mean that that's worshiping him. There's just
but the thing is,
coincidentally having some features associated with the entity that is in their model of appraisal of some entity that again is not identical to the one they're worshiping. But all I'm saying is that the atheistic God knows there's no evidence for him. He's aware you can't be rationally believe in him. There's not a single sliver of evidence that proves God exists, right? And he knows this. Yeah. And because of that, he views as atheists who, rationally determine that it's unjust to believe in a God, the most rational people, and put them in heaven because there isn't evidence for his existence. And because they believe based on what's presentable to them, they just go to heaven. That's all I'm saying. I don't really know what the big deal is there.
Yes, no, but it sounds more little bit logical than first.
Okay, well, I gave you those 2 books. You can just read into that.
I will.
And after read into that, if you want any more suggestions, I could give you that. But yeah, I'm gonna go. It was cool talking.
Thank you, bro. It was also nice talking to you. They're hearing our perspective, getting to know each other a bit. Yeah. Thank you, bro.
You're welcome.
What's your name, bro?
My name.
No, you didn't sound aggressive.
Well, I go by the name. You could call me Joseph. I don't.
Joseph. Nice to meet you. I'm Imran.
Imran? Or how do I say it?
Imran. Yes, you said it right.
Imran.
Yes, just like that. Thank you, bro.
All right. Have a great one.
Enjoy your day, brother. Thank you, bro. Have a good one.